Alright guys, we are here with another off-season war. Today I'm going to take in Shang-Chi, Storm, and Odin. Odin for pre-fights, but I really didn't need to bring Odin, and we'll get to that. So taking path 3 here, really just focusing on it with Storm. So this first node here, we're just really taking advantage of the shock immunity. It has Hit Me, I Dare You, which is going to give them an armor up, and then we get shocked, or there's a chance to get shocked for every armor up that this champion has. It is an Angela, so she has the armor up at the start, so there is a chance to get shocked, and that's why you see the prowess show up a lot sooner than with crits. She gains, and there we kind of we were slow to heavy and got parried for it. Anytime the immunity kicks in, we gain 2 prowess. So this is a really good node to ramp her up, especially if you can just go ahead and parry heavy to pause the prowess. And then my hope was that the special 2 would take off large chunks, but due to the armor ups, it actually reduces a good bit of their crit resistance, or ups a bit of the crit resistance here. So it takes quite a few special 2s unboosted before we actually see a really big hit. But it's fine. We've got the spacing figured out here with special 1. So even though this heavy attack has a short range, we can at least catch her with the second hit of it. And there was a big crit there. So yeah, I don't expect an Angela to be here. With Unstoppable Armor being gone, it's less likely we will see many Angelas outside of the Safeguard node and Vigorous Assault. But who knows? A lot of the nodes have changed up this off-season, or just over time. So there's probably a chance or a spot for her on the map where she can be problematic. But it definitely won't be this node. So boom, last little bit, she's stunned, we knock her out. Really enjoying this buff. It's really just like a lightning hammer, man. You just build up prowess and just nuke the opponent. And with mutant power back boost, it's going to be even crazier. Moleman here, same thing. Now since it is a skill champ, we get the benefit of, if a stun is shrugged, we place a passive 2-second stun. So it doesn't always happen with Moleman. In fact, it usually happens right when the stun is about to end, and you see there we get some added stun duration. So if you're quick and you realize it, you can actually get that parry heavy in and then go and do a combo while he's still stunned. So yeah, here I'm just taking advantage of the class advantage and the passive stun, and then we get a really big SB2 here. So what we were hoping for with the first node actually goes on with the second. But yeah, that was pretty much it for Storm. Brought Odin for that mojo there, but then realized Defiance champs can't actually gain buffs. So we moved on. Shang-Chi was going to have some fun on path 4 in section 2. Even though this is an Iceman, it isn't going to be a problem for Shang-Chi. What you do have to pay attention to, and what I didn't at one point in this fight, is the ice armor being there and eating your stun wushu. Anytime the defender eats your stun wushu, they actually recover really quickly and punish you for it as if you were hitting into their block. So here you can see I see the ice armor. I'm trying to get rid of it before I decide to go in here after baiting out that special 1. And there it is. I did not connect the dots there. I thought there was going to be a crit on the way that would have maybe removed the ice armor. But it's fine. We took a few hits. With that cold snap gone, there's not a chance of us going unblockable, or Iceman going unblockable. So we just have to be mindful of whether or not we eat an SP1, and then whether or not we need to get the cleanse wushu in to remove these debuffs. But yeah, this is pretty much the fight. Again, Iceman without unstoppable armor, I don't expect to see him on many nodes. Now the next node, Knull, pretty common placement for him. I actually did not put 2 and 2 together that because this was a rank 4 that it was probably max sig. So I was not anticipating as many Living Abyss debuffs as I had going in, which actually makes this fight entirely unblockable from Knull's point of view. So game plan with this fight is actually to place the stun wushu, do the cleanse, and heavy to reset, and just cycle through that the entire time. I would block bait attacks so that he doesn't have, or he doesn't throw SB1, but enough to where he comes in charging instead of you taking blocked hits and then you retaliating. If anything, you probably want to have them turtle and try and go do the stun wushu into their block while he's at SB1, so that you can push him to SB2 like I'm doing here, and then you can go through that whole cycle. Now there is a point where I hesitate right here. I should have immediately gone into cleanse and then heavy, and because of that I am now kind of dead in the water. I cannot parry to get rid or to reset the wushus so that I can stun him, but he was close enough and he had recoil, so it was pretty much over. But that was the end of that off-season war. Not much going on, just playing the game a lot with Battleground, milestones, and everything else on top of everything else that I usually do day to day. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit subscribe, like, share, and I will catch you guys at the next one.